right behind these two houses. It looks more like New York. And one block over, it's more of an LA neighborhood. So if we keep going, that's Larchmont Village there. This block here, Rossmore Avenue, looks very much like New York. At least it does to me. Look at that, they even have brick buildings here. Yeah, to me, some of these buildings can definitely pass as New York. It seems like some of them can really double as New York City. I think that brick building right there definitely looks like New York, or even England for that matter. We just don't have many brick buildings in LA because of the earthquakes. So there's some really old ones like this. This is one of them that are still remaining. And of course, you walk down the street and it looks like a regular LA neighborhood. There's a few neighborhoods in LA that kind of look like New York. This is one of them. Rossmore Avenue and Hancock Park. So here we have a typical LA neighborhood. And then on the next block is New York. Or even maybe England or Boston. Even that staircase to me looks like something in New York. So that looks more like LA here. Newer building. See that building right there? To me it looks more like an old building in LA. But who knows? It's a nice building in either case. There's some interesting buildings and architecture in this neighborhood, like this guy here. See, to me this kind of almost looks like a building that's in New York City somewhere. I'm definitely not an expert on New York architecture. It's a cool looking building. Of course, you get the palm trees to give it away. That's a cool looking building right there too. With those old style fire escape stairs. This one there definitely looks more modern, but the one next to it right there, that brick, I think makes it look more like an East Coast New York style building. Looks like there's two of them side by side. Look at that cool little apartment building next to it, that mid-century modern. That's definitely more of a California style building. I decided to come up a little closer to it and check it out. Well, let's see what it says. The Mauritania, built in 1934 by Milton J. Black, architect for Jack Haley, The Tin Man and the Wizard of Oz. Wow. Los Angeles residence of President John F. Kennedy, home to many of LA's illustrious stars and families, owned at the time by the Amundsen family, part of the preservation of Rossmore Avenue and the Larchmont area. Landmark Award number 97. You never know what you're going to stumble upon in your own city. Little water fountain. Wow. Yeah, it looks like it's preserved really well and time period correct. Beautiful building. Home to many illustrious personalities of the time. Okay, this looks kind of newer. So not all of them. El Royale. We'll come up a little closer to it and check it out. That looks a little newer, but still very nice. Across the street, And I believe that's a country club right there. I think that's the Wilshire Country Club. We'll come up a little closer and check it out. Another beautiful old building here. The Country Club Manor. So yeah, across the street is the Wilshire Country Club. I think that's why it's named after the country club. We even have statues on the columns here. And a little water fountain. And a country club across the street. If you're arriving by car, you can park your car here and give it to the valet. That's what the sign says. And there's the address, a neon right there. It's lit up during the day even. I guess the neon is not very New York. I don't know if it's LA. It feels more like Miami. So that right there is where this New York street ends, or Rossmore ends. After that, it doesn't really look like New York anymore. It just looks like an old LA neighborhood with nice homes. And that right there across the street is the Wilshire Country Club. Wilshire Country Club, 1919. Private. Okay, so yeah, looks like you have to be a member. You can play golf there and do country club things. So we're gonna leave the private property here. Potted plants. I guess when you see something with potted plants, you can tell it's a nice building. People take care of stuff. So we're gonna go back across the street. These houses here definitely look more like LA. A block away from the street that looks like New York.